This month we're talking about headphones that let you hear what's going on around you without bugging others in the process, and the best headphones for EDM. Plus, which is better for your battery life, standard headphones or earbuds? We've got answers to these questions and more in this episode of Sound Off Q&A. Hey everybody, I'm Kris and welcome to Sound Off, a monthly show where we answer all of your audio questions and do your taxes. Your refund is $800. See? Anyway, at the end of the show, we'll let you know how to get your questions to us, but for now, let's get started. Recently, a forum member asked a question that I've been waiting for someone to ask for quite a while. Which is better for your battery life, headphones or earbuds? Now, the answer isn't exactly concrete, but it all boils down to impedance. I'm not going to get too in-depth here, but electrical impedance is essentially the load that the speakers place on whatever is driving them. Basically, the higher the impedance, the bigger the hit on your battery. There are other factors that can affect battery life, but this is generally a good guideline. Since earbuds are basically meant to be used with mobile devices, they generally have a lower impedance, but these days more and more headphones are doing this too. Higher-end headphones often have a higher impedance, so they'll both sound quieter and drain more battery life. This is also why, to get the best out of your high-end headphones, you usually need a headphone amp. Our next question comes from a forum member who wants to listen to music without bothering anyone around them, but still be able to hear if somebody says something to them. How very polite. Now, you could use bone conduction headphones for this. We've talked about them before, but basically they send vibrations through you to your inner ear without using speakers. This would work, but they don't sound the best. Luckily, there's another option. Some traditional headphones, like the Beats Power Beats 2, are built with letting you hear what's going on around you in mind. This is mainly so runners can hear traffic, but it should also work if the older lady next to you on the train wants to offer you her newspaper. Our next question comes from someone with a fairly simple request. What are some of the best headphones for listening to EDM in the $100 to $200 price range? In this case, the person in question was looking at the Audio-Technica ATH M50s, but was concerned that they might not have enough bass. This shouldn't be a problem as the M50s do have decent bass response, but if you're looking for something with a bit more, my recommendation would be the V-Moda LP2s. These also have the benefit of being super tough. If you literally can't get enough bass, check out the Skull Candy Crushers. They're a little over the top, but they'll get the job done. Speaking of the Audio-Technica ATH M50s, a forum member who was otherwise super happy with the headphones was looking for a way to make them a little more comfortable. Luckily, there is something you can do. If you find the headphones too heavy, there's nothing we can do there. But if it's mainly how they feel on your ears, you can replace the ear pads. You can't do this on every pair of headphones out there, but you can do it on a lot of headphones, and you can definitely replace the pads on the M50s. It's worth mentioning that sometimes this will affect sound quality. A lot of people like velour pads, but everybody's different, so take your time and do some research. And finally, our last question for this month is another fairly simple one. What are the best in-ear headphones for under $200? Now again, we'll have a bunch of this stuff coming up really soon, but here are a few options. A few days ago, we posted our review of the Samsung Level-In headphones, and they're okay, but I'd suggest avoiding them unless you have a Samsung phone. Looking at other headphones, I was a fan of the Bose Freestyle in-ears. They look a little crazy, but they sound very nice. Fellow sound guy Kevin reviewed the Klipsch X11i in-ears and seemed to like them quite a bit, though I haven't heard them myself. Take a few minutes and check out our reviews for all the details on those headphones, and why not look at a few more? You can find all of them over at SoundGuys.com. And that, people and other people, is all we've got for you this month. Now, I'm sure you've got more questions, and who knows, maybe even a great cabbage recipe. I can help, but not with the recipe. To answer your questions, though, I need to know what they are. So head over to our forums at forums.soundguys.com and ask your questions there. Your question is way more likely to be answered on the show if you ask there, and who knows, the forum members might be able to answer your question for you too. That wraps up Sound Off Q&A for the month of September. Make sure to head over to the forums and ask us your questions, make sure to subscribe, and check out our other monthly show, State of Sound. I'm Kris, thanks for watching.